when Matt gets back, you can just task him with that.
Good evening, everybody. How are you? So tonight we're going to do a quick overview of Facebook. So you guys are going to be able to see my personal Facebook page and become my friend if you want. And we'll just wait a couple seconds and get started. Let a couple more people log on. So get your Facebook questions ready because I'm going to go over a brief semi-deep dive into Facebook and privacy settings, notification settings, stuff like that. and then at the end, I'm going to take any and all questions you guys have about Facebook, and then we'll go from there. So let's just wait a couple seconds to see if anybody else hops on, and we'll get going. Does everyone in here have a Facebook account? If you got a Facebook account, just type in yes. Okay, Marilyn's got one. Okay, Ken's got one. Good. All right, so for those of you who don't have a Facebook, Facebook is a social network. All right, so it lets you connect to your friends, share pictures, ideas, or pretty much anything you want to share with people you know and allow into your friends list. All right, so it's really cool. I enjoy it a lot. Being in the Army, it's the only way, or was in the Army. It's the only way that I stay in contact with a lot of the people that I served over in Iraq and stuff with. And so it's really cool to be able to stay in touch with people easier than a phone call or text message or whatever. So I really like it a lot. And for those of you that do not have a Facebook account, very easy to create one. I'll log out of mine. Literally put in your information, click sign up, and you'll be going. And once you're signed up, you have to search for people that you know or like. Facebook will give suggestions based on contacts from your email address and stuff like that in order to help you get started there. And then they're pretty good when you sign up. When you're on your friends page, as you see, I have 559 friends. It'll give you suggestions all the time about who you should be friends with or who you might know, and a lot of times that's pretty accurate. See, if I hit the find friends, it'll bring up people who it thinks I know. A lot of times it's wrong, but some of the times it's good. So yeah, once you sign up, you start adding friends, and once you add friends, you'll start to see what they put on Facebook in what's called your news feed. So these are all my friends, and this is the stuff that they shared. So let's get into some of the things that you can share and do and on Facebook. So once you're signed up, the first thing you want to do is set your privacy settings, because remember, it is the internet, and everything on the internet anybody can see. So to set your privacy settings, there's going to be a down arrow on the right side of Facebook. And when you're on there, you'll see a settings tab. Now mine is going to look a little bit different than yours because I have business pages and stuff like that. But it's going to be very similar. When you hit the down arrow, you'll have the button settings. And then on the left side, you'll see all the different settings that you can mess with. The one that we're focused on right now is privacy. So in your privacy settings, you can set a ton of different settings, whether it's the first one here, who can see the posts that you put on. So who can see what you put on Facebook? I have mine set to public. I don't really put anything private on Facebook. So I'm not too worried about that. But you can choose public, just your friends, friends except some that you don't want to see, or only you, or specific friends. Okay? And every time you post, so if you have it set to public by default, every time you post, which I'll show you later, you can change that to any of these options. Who can see your friend request, who can see your friends list, who can look you up using the email address, all right, who can look you up using your phone number, and then do you want your profile, this one I set to no, but if somebody Googled your name, right, and Facebook at the end, if you want your profile to come up on Google, you would set that to yes. If you don't, then you would set that to no. Now, there's tons and tons of different, little settings over here that you can mess with. But the main one right there is your privacy settings, because you don't want to get on there and start sharing stuff if you don't want, certain people to see it. But remember, it is the internet. Even if you have it set to private, who knows? People get hacked all the time. And next, so that's the security settings, or the privacy settings, I should say, right? One of the things that you can do here, so one of the things you can do on Facebook is people can tag you in pictures or videos or comments or whatever, right? And I recommend getting view tags, right? So you can set your settings to enabled, and what that'll do is if somebody tags you, it'll send you a notification and ask you if you want to be tagged in that or not. Otherwise, anybody who you're friends with can tag you in anything that you do. I personally don't care if they tag me in whatever, it notifies me, and then I can, remove my tag or not. Next, I want to get into how to personalize your profile. So if you click on what's called your name up here, your cover, so it's going to bring, if you click on your name, it's going to bring you to your profile. So this is what, if any of your friends click on there's my little baby. If anybody clicks on your name or your profile and they're friends with you, this shows you what they can see. Okay. Or it'll also show you private stuff too, right? But in here is where you can edit all your information about you, right? So if you want to change your profile picture, you just put your mouse over your picture here and it'll say update. And then you can select photos that are already on there, or you can upload a photo from your computer. If you're on your phone and you're using the app, it'll let you just take a picture or use a picture from your phone. And the same thing with the cover photo, which is just like a background image. I just have some waterfall from when I was on vacation. And then you can also edit your information here where it has what high school you went to. And what's really cool about this is if you put in the high school, everybody who went to that high school, it will help you connect with people that went there, and you might find some long lost friends that way. So pretty cool if you put your high school and colleges and stuff like that. So you can see I was at Emory and Riddle, Florida Southwestern, went to Estero, shows where I live now. And you have the option. So you'll see up here at the top right, you'll see the edit button, and you can edit everything. So work, education, where you're at. You don't have to have any of that showing, but you can choose to if you want to. You can add a little bio here. I don't have a bio, but you can add a bio to tell people a little bit about yourself. I only let people, most of the time, I only let people that I actually know join, so they already know about me. I don't need to give them a bio. But if you want to be a public figure or whatever, a lot of times they'll use the bio. Let's see here. Next, I will go over your timeline, which is this right here. So anything that you've been tagged in, or let me turn off my volume. Is the volume by any chance messing you guys up? Do you hear video playing? If so, I apologize, but I'm going to turn off the volume just to make sure that you don't. So again, your timeline. This is your timeline, so this is what people are going to see. It's not necessarily in date order, but anything that you posted or somebody else posted that tagged you in it, it will be right here in your timeline. So, for instance, my son just played in a hockey tournament up in Orlando. They won, and my son got MVP. He plays for a team out of Miami. And so my wife posted, and then she tagged my son and me in it. So that's why it's on my timeline. So that's my oldest. And earlier you guys saw my youngest, which was the baby sleeping right there. There she is. All right, what's next? All right, I'm going to go over on how to post and the different types of posts that they have. There is a ton of them, a ton. It used to be very simple. You would write a message, you would share a video or a picture. All right, now it's totally different. So when you click on, if you click on the Facebook icon, it'll always bring you back to your news feed, which is going to be everything that all your friends shared or pages that you're following will be shown here. Okay. But if you want to post something, all right, you would click up here and it's going to bring up this little box, create post. All right. And on here, so you can see here, if I just want to write something, I can type, right? If I wanted to do a photo or a video, I could choose photo or video, and then it'll take me to my files to see which one I want to share. On your phone, it'll open up your gallery. If I wanted to tag my friends, so if I wanted to tag, like, let's say my wife, Sandra, I would just start typing her name after clicking tag friends, and it'll tag them in there. So I could write, "Where's my dinner?" and tag her in it, right? And look, I can't even spell. You can add different feelings or activities, right? So if you wanted to share, let's just say that right now you're watching, all right, on Sunday, right? Everybody's watching the Super Bowl, right? You could click on the feeling or activity. You could say watching, and then up here there'll be a Super Bowl thing when the Super Bowl's on, or you could put a TV show, or if you were at a concert, you could type in all sorts of stuff, right? If you're on a plane, you could say traveling to, and then you could pick the airport. But you can get really in depth with it on what you share. You can check in at places, all right? So I want everybody who's watching this, right? Next time you come to Creative Computer Solutions, you open your phone, go on Facebook, and then you click the check in. And then you're going to say you are at Creative Computer Solutions. All right. So I want to work on my tags here. Let's see here. Let me see who's on here who has a Facebook that is friends with me. I don't think any of you guys are friends with me. You guys need to be my friend. So, right now I could share, giving, webinar at Creative Computer Solutions and then check in, right? You can also do live video. I'm not going to click on it because then it'll try to steal my webcam away and then you guys won't be able to see what I'm doing. You can do GIFs. Those are those funny pictures that move that you see. Very cool feature that I enjoy. Well, my wife enjoys a lot is asking for recommendations, right? So you could say, I'm looking for, see, so it says where, it's hard to see, but it'll be where are you looking for recommendations? Cape Coral, right? And then you can say, what are you looking for? And then that'll post that out to all your friends who are in Cape Coral saying, who do you recommend, right? So if someone's like, looking for a computer shop, who do you recommend? Then you guys would type in Creative Computer Solutions. All right. There is also, you can do polls, right? So you could ask questions, options, right? And people can answer, and all sorts of stuff. All right. I don't want to go too in depth. I think you guys can figure a lot of that out yourself there. If you just click those 3 buttons, it'll show you all the different things that you can do. So one of the newer features that Facebook added, which I personally don't use, is a story. And I'm not really going to get into the stories today. But basically what it does is an overview. It posts it for 24 hours, and then people can see everything you posted for 24 hours if you add it to your story. And let's see what's next on my list. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and create a post, but I'm going to do it from the business page, all right? So I am feeling happy, all right? Doing a live webinar right now. Come join us, right? And then I could, if you wanted to share a website, right? So if I wanted to share where they can join us at, then I could put that in there. And then I publish it. And once I hit publish it, it'll be right on the timeline, on your timeline. I posted this on Creative Computer Solutions timeline. So let me go back to my personal page. All right. So like I said, you can do feelings, activities, which you can share how you're currently feeling. You can check into a city, location, or place. You can tag friends. So if you want them to see a post or it's a picture and they're in it, you can tag events, which events are, people can, if I'm having a Super Bowl party, I could create an event and then invite people and organize it all through Facebook. You can ask for recommendations, do polls. You can suggest people to support nonprofits. And yeah, so that is the timeline. Now, you can see right here again, there's a live video button. Say you're in Creative Computer Solutions and you're so happy you just want to go live and tell the world about it. You could open up your phone or whatever and or your computer and click on Go Live and start talking about it live on Facebook. And we already went on that. Okay, and now I'm going to show you. So let's see here. So this is something my dad posted. So we're hockey people. All right, we like hockey, and so my dad tagged. See, so it says my Chuck Hambling shared a post, and then you'll see our names here, which means we were tagged in it. And then he said, "Here's how to get the boys to clean up." All right. So on that post, I can click like, right? And when you put your mouse over the like button on your phone, you have to hold down the like button. You can say like, love, you can laugh at it, say wow, or be sad, or be angry. All right. Most commonly thing used is like, so I could like it. Or underneath it, you'll see a comment box where when you click on that, you can type a message. That's awesome. Right? And at the same time, you can add emojis or add a picture, a GIF, which if you add a GIF, right, I'll show you guys how to post funny GIFs. Very easy. So if you click on the little GIF icon, you can search for the type of GIF you want. All right, so I can just type in hockey, and it'll pull up all these funny GIFs and then post it as a comment underneath the post that was shared. Now, one of the very, very, very cool features within Facebook is a thing called Messenger. All right. Oh, that's my grandma right there. She's out eating. See, so my dad shared Chuck Ambling is with my mom and my grandma at Outback Steakhouse. All right. So he shared that 9 minutes ago. But one of the cool features is Messenger, right? So once you're friends with people, if you click on Messenger, it'll open up your Messenger page and you can have conversations with people right in Messenger. So any of your friends that you want to talk to, right? If you hit the new message button, kind of like email, you can type the person's name. So I'll just type my wife's name, right? Sandra. And then it'll pull up this. So I should probably get off of that because that's not something to share. But you get sorry, that was a very inappropriate video. It didn't get to the inappropriate part, but it was funny. But you could share with your friends and talk to them and just private message them, kind of just like email or text messaging, except all within Facebook. And if you click on Messenger, it takes it to the full screen, or you'll have the chat window down here where you could just talk to your contacts very quickly. So let's see here. Let's talk to somebody real quick. Let's talk to Alex. Alex is over at his desk still working, trying to fix your guys' computers. But we could say, haha, you're still at work. And then Alex is going to get it, and it'll let you know when he sees it. See, so it says seen. He just looked at it. And I can only imagine what he's about to write. And then you can see Alex is typing. Let's see here. What is he going to type? What is Alex going to type? Oh, he kept it PG. Hello, CCS family. He said hi to y'all. And then we can send him a GIF by clicking the GIF button. And we can search for GIFs that say haha. And then send him a GIF. After Ada gets rated R, stay tuned, is what he said. So that's another really cool feature because you can private message everybody, and you can download the Messenger app on your phone as well as the Facebook app. So they're two separate apps. The other thing that's really cool is you can do video chatting through here. So if you're trying to talk to your grandkids or whoever, and you're on your phone, when you're on your phone, it's really easy. On the computer, you have to have a webcam, but you would click this video button up here, and we could video chat with Alex really quick. Very easy. It doesn't matter if they're on Android, iPhone, whatever. It's all cross-platform. So Messenger is really cool. I use it a lot. I use it every day. And real quick question. How many people on here used to or still use Craigslist? So Craigslist used to be good for, posting stuff for sale and this and that. Well, I'm going to show you what took the place of, look, I just got a messenger, another R-rated one. I'm going to show you what really took the place of Craigslist. And it literally, if you used to sell stuff on Craigslist, to look for stuff on Craigslist, very few items compared to what used to be on there are on there. And what took the place was Marketplace. So you'll see over here on the left-hand side a thing called Marketplace. So if you have something to sell, right, you can sell it on Marketplace. You can see the button here, sell something. Or if you're looking for something, you could look for it here. So one of the things that I've been looking for, and you can see, is I'm trying to buy an ambulance. Alex told me to explain why I want to buy an ambulance. So I want to buy an ambulance because of, I would like to, let's see if we have any good ones on here. I would like to take the ambulance and turn it into a mobile repair shop for when we need to go on site. And the ambulance has all of the electronics that we need, like the conversion to the 120, and it's big enough, already built in, and will look super cool doing it. So that's why I've been looking for an ambulance. So instead of showing up at your house with a car, we want to show up with an ambulance and then be able to fix anything right there on site, because sometimes we have to bring it back to the shop because we don't have the right tools. But Marketplace is awesome, Robert. Marketplace, you can literally find any. I mean, look how many ambulances I found. Just haven't found the right one for me. But if you're looking for a TV, I mean, you can search whatever. Now, if you're just signing on to Facebook, it does take a little bit before they give you access to sell stuff on Marketplace. And I just found this out the other day, and that's because they want to make sure that you're not just on there to spam and post a whole bunch of different, must be a lot of TVs that's having trouble finding it. But if you're selling something, you can sell stuff on here and buy stuff on there. It works way better than a garage sale. All right. You'll get, if you put something on here, my wife uses it all the time. and literally within minutes of posting it, people are asking her questions. I got 4 kids, so she's buying little toys and this and that all the time. And literally within minutes, someone's coming over to pick it up. So really cool feature within. But this is literally what pretty much killed Craigslist, is Marketplace. Now, Craigslist is still alive. It's just most people are just using this. We used to use Craigslist, and now my wife only uses Marketplace. All right, let's see what's next. All right, other useful features on Facebook include events. I was looking at my notes of what I wanted to cover for tonight, which we talked very briefly about events. So over here, you'll see events on the left side, down at the bottom. This might be in different orders, but it's probably right here, right? And when you click events, you'll see a whole bunch of events, right? So these are a lot of things that are going around, around town. So upcoming events, these are all ones that you've been invited to by somebody. So here's a Super Bowl party I was invited to, right? I'm actually not going, so I can click can't go. Fort Myers Junior Parade on February 10th. I'll change that to not interested and can't go, right? But you can see a whole bunch of upcoming events that people invited you to. You can also create an event. So let's say you're having Thanksgiving at your house, right? Even though that's far away, you could hit create event, and then if you want it to be private, which would be like a Thanksgiving event where you're only going to invite certain people, or if you wanted to be public, like I was doing something at the store here, like Customer Appreciation Day or something like that, and I wanted to invite all of you, then I would make it public. And so very easy to create events, and literally you can add pictures, event name, location, description, time, and then hit publish, and then it'll share it with all the people that you put on there, and then you can get an answer, and you can really organize your events. I know our family uses it every year at Christmas, and that's how they organize who's bringing the food and this and that. Another cool feature is going to be groups. So down here again, you'll see groups, right? Tons of groups on Facebook. If there is something that you are interested in, all right, which actually you can see a group here that I joined a long time ago. Almost nobody's in there, but I love Aldi. All right, I used to live in Germany, and me and my wife shopped at Aldi all the time. So I joined a group that was Bring Aldi to Cape Coral, right? And we made it happen. We helped make it happen. We shared this with Aldi and all that stuff, and it helped. Now we have one in Cape Coral. It's all the way on the north side, but we got one. But you can search for a group. So let's say you have a hobby of, let's just say fishing, right? If you type in fishing up top and search, you can see here, you can search the marketplace, you can search posts, people, photos, videos, pages, places, or groups. So let's search groups, right? So I just typed in the keyword, fishing. So fishing Florida, right? And then you'll have everybody who's a part of that group. Doesn't necessarily have to be your friend, but you can see stuff that was posted in this group by those people, and they can see stuff that you posted into the group. Here's a little funny video of someone trying to explain how they lost a huge fish. So be careful with Facebook, because sometimes you can just look at it for hours with funny videos. And that's how basically to use groups or search for anything on Facebook. Literally, like if I typed in, let's just say quilting, right? Quilting for beginners. There's groups everywhere. All right. And if you just wanted to look up pictures or videos, there's videos. Just like if you were watching the YouTube one, you could search YouTube for videos. You can do the same thing on Facebook, not as easy, but and not nearly as many videos, but you can see videos, the free motion quilling hoop, all sorts of videos there. Now, probably one of the most used feature on Facebook is games. That's right, you can play games on Facebook. And they are all free. Unless they've added paid ones, I don't know. I've never paid. I know they let you buy stuff within the games, but for the most part, I don't think they charge for any games. Not that I know of, at least, but you can, all sorts of games in here. If you click on that games tab, which is going to be again on that left side under Explore, you can type in games. If you wanted to play Uno, you can just click play, and it'll load the Uno game. Now that time I know you heard the thing. And you can play all these games against your friends. One of the most popular games on Facebook is this one right here, Words with Friends. It's like Scrabble. Oh, something's gone wrong. But yeah, it's kind of very, very similar to Scrabble, but very popular game. And so that is pretty much everything I wanted to cover on Facebook. Actually, no, one more thing. So your notifications up here. Anytime somebody tags you, or if a friend shares something that thinks that Facebook thinks you might want to know, it'll put it up here, right? So you can see my brother mentioned me in a comment. My wife invited me to join a group of Cape Coral veterans and spouses. Any post in groups, and these will be your notifications. It'll be the things to look at quickly. And then the other thing was every day, right? So if you're on Facebook, Facebook will not let you forget a friend's birthday, okay? Because it'll tell you. It'll tell you all over the place. On the notifications, I guarantee if I scroll down, yeah, see 10 hours ago, people keep messaging me. If I scroll down, right, it's Melanie Hacker's birthday today. Wish her well. And when you click on that, it'll take you right to the birthday page where you can, hey, happy birthday. And then it lets you know upcoming birthdays each day. So I have 4 friends who have a birthday on February 1st and a bunch more on February 2nd. All right. So very cool way to never forget anybody's birthday. That's for sure. That's about the only way I remember where anybody's birthday is. So that's what I really wanted to cover. A quick little semi deep dive into Facebook. And if you guys have any questions, open up the chat box there and let me know. Cheers, by the way. We can pick on Alex. Let's see here. We can pick on Alex while I'm waiting to see if you guys have any questions. Yep. There's a gif of Alex. That's Alex right there. Uh-oh, he's already coming back. All right, so it doesn't look like we have any questions. So doesn't look like anybody has any questions. So at this time, a little bit quicker than normal, only 42 minutes instead of an hour. You guys have a wonderful night, and thank you again for joining us. And Alex is going to be doing the class next week. I don't think he decided a topic yet. Did you?
No. Have him give him my email address and get the recommendations.
So if there's anything that you want Alex to cover, go ahead and send him an email at alex@ccsfix.com. He said he needs recommendations. Because I'm going to be in Boston in winter doing a trade show up there for another one of my businesses.
I will do my best to ignore all your recommendations.
As you heard. I don't know what you guys are in for next week with him. But, yep, alex@ccsfix.com is his direct email. And I think you should make him cover something hard like Google Analytics.
Photoshop.
Or, I don't know, maybe he'll teach you how he shaves his head, because I couldn't do that.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
I'm getting there, though. I almost have to. I almost have to shave because it's all falling out. Yeah, I'm hoping so, man. I'm going to be up there for 4 days. 4 days. So, but I get to see the right across, or I'm doing a trade show up there, and right across from our booth is the World Series trophy. So that'll be cool.
Which one of you guys is calling?
Richie's calling. He was on. So, anyways, you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you later.